Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick one. This is a viewer request for me to do almost a review on the scopes I use. To be fair, the Hawke ones have been absolutely done to death, and I have already put out a video about the little Wulf ones. For a scope I recommend, this is all 3 to 9 by 44, I think. No, it's not. It's 4 to 12 by 44 Hawke Vantage with side focusing on it there. Just your parallax, so on and so forth through there. Highly recommend this scope. I've had this on a variety of different springers for about 4 years now. And it's gone from Magnum rated springers right down to 12 foot-pound ones. It's never let me down. It's really good little scope. Highly recommend there. At the beginning of the year I transitioned away from Hawke scopes and started using Wulf scopes. These they're almost budget brand ones. They're the Fireball series. Got them from Optics Warehouse in the UK. They do really good deals there. I'm not sponsored by Optics Warehouse, though they have been very kind to me in the past. However, I highly recommend them. The guys there are just awesome. They really know their beans when it comes to various optics, so I highly recommend them. As you can see on this TX, I've got 3 to 9 by 50, I think this is a 3 to 9 by, let me look, it's a 4 to 12 by 50 on the air arms. Absolutely awesome scope. They're all, the Fireball ones are all front AO, so you adjust your parallax and adjust focusing on the front rings. These rings, guys, are really smooth. They're not, I don't know, I'm sure we've all had budget scopes before where they're gritty or they're like locked on there almost like super glue. These ones are really good. On the turrets you have you've got quarter MOA rather turrets. They've got little finger things. They don't need like any special tools or anything. They're very finger friendly, positive stops. I have done box tests on all these scopes. If you want to know what a box test is, I've done a video on that already where I showed you how to perform, basically mount your scope on and then do a box test, and I'll tell you whether you've mounted it on with any cant. So if you're not sure, I'd advise you to watch that video. It's quite interesting. And it amazed me how many experienced shooters didn't know how to do that little test, but it's something I'd highly recommend. But a few dozen rounds so you go and get it shooting nice and sweetly and leaded in, so on and so forth, and then zero scope and then do your box test after that. That's what I'd advise anyway. But yeah, going back to these scopes, I've got various power ones here, from a little 2 to 7 by 32 to 3 to 9 by 40. They come in the usual guises, should we say. This came with a set of mounts which are fairly decent ones. To be fair, I think they're probably made by Sportsmatch or something similar to that. They're double screws on them. I don't know if it'll pick up. They have arrestor pins to go through as well, so if you've got a HW or something with arrestor stud holes, you can make sure your scope isn't going to creep through like loose fitting mounts, so on and so forth. So yeah, good bit of kit. Came with the clean and cloth, much the same as the Hawke. They all come with a clean and cloth, a little bag of silica, and like I say, with the Wulf series it came with a set of mounts. Actually I've got two set of mounts. I've got a high mount and medium mounts when I got this one. Very good value, not so expensive as the Hawke Vantage, a bit thicker crosshairs, so if you're getting on in years a bit, rather than have a little thin gossamer wire, you want to have something you can actually see. These are the slightly thicker crosshairs. They are all 1/2 mm dot as well, which is handy for long range shooting. And yeah, given the fact I've shot the hell out of all these rifles with all the different Wulf scopes on there, despite them being considerably cheaper than the Hawke Vantage, I have had zero issues with them. They've all held zero perfectly. I've had no distortion of the crosshairs. The clarity through the glass for a budget scope is absolutely amazing. They're really good kit and something I'd be happy to endorse on this channel. I'd never endorse something I thought was a heap of crap, but hopefully you'll get one and you'll find out yourselves, guys. They're fairly cheap at the moment. So, like I say, just a quick one, my overview on this Wulf scope and the Hawke one. So it's basically, the summary of this one is, if you want a cheap budget scope, one what's going to last, which is the most important thing. Yeah, I'd recommend a Wulf. If you want to go for a little bit more premium, you can go for the Hawke. And obviously I will say, like the Fireball series on the Wulf ones are the cheapest ones. You can go up considerably higher and pay considerably more money for a more refined scope if that's something you'd be interested in. Right, I'm going to sign off on this one, guys. I've still got plenty of other videos to put out, so keep in tune with the channel, and as always, thanks again for your continued support. Cheers, guys.